Hi guys and welcome to my brand new Football Manager 2016 series. This one is something a bit different for me as I've never managed in the Icelandic League before and don't have any knowledge of it. However, I have decided to become manager of Vikingur Reykjavik. Now, before I go into the club's history, I'd like to explain why I chose them. I was scrolling through my Twitter feed one day and I noticed an article that the best football manager player in the world, Cleon Hobson, that's at Cleon81 on Twitter, had retweeted. The article was titled The 8 Hardest Football Manager Challenges, and one of the challenges was regarding this club. The link to the article is in the description below if you want to check it out. To explain the challenge properly, I need to delve into a little bit of the history of football in Iceland. There are a few clubs based out of Reykjavik. The best of those, however, are Natspjörnufélag Reykjavíkur. I hope I'm saying that right, but I'm just going to call them KR for short from now on. They've got a record 26 Icelandic Premier Division titles to their name, as compared to our 5. This makes them not only the best team in Reykjavik, but also the best team in Iceland. The challenge for us is to eventually make Vikingur Reykjavik a force regularly in the Champions League, as well as being the best team in Iceland. In terms of Vikingur's club history, they've been a bit of a yo-yo team in recent times. This is only the third time in 6 seasons that we've been in the top flight. You can see there we spent 3 seasons in the first division. And we also spent a season in the Faroese Premier League. I don't quite understand that one. But last season was our first season back in the top flight, and we finished an amazing 4th place, meaning that we enter the Europa League at the first qualifying round. But of course that doesn't happen until June, July, which is halfway through the Icelandic League season. That's because the Icelandic League season happens between May and September. This could prove to be interesting / concerning / difficult when a European Championships or World Cup is happening, as the two will obviously clash. So I don't know what happens there, whether the league gets postponed or whether it just continues through. But I can't imagine that we've got many players that are going to be able to play for a team in the World Cup or European qualifying. Maybe Icelandic players, maybe. But just before we get into our squad, I just need to say that we have 2 transfer windows. It's a bit different to the English Premier League. There's 2 transfer windows. One is from mid-October to mid-May, and the other is from mid-July to August. Now, time to have a look at the squad. Now we have one very good player, one star player with 4.5 star ability, who is Vladimir Tufegdzic. He is a foreign player. I haven't actually checked the rules in terms of foreign players in this league. I'll have to check that out. He's Serbian. Our season has started, by the way, with the Icelandic Upper League Cup, whatever that is. That gets played before the Premier Division season starts. And this guy's got 3 goals and 6 appearances in that competition. You can see he's probably a pretty good player for this level. Well, definitely is a pretty good player for this level, and definitely going to be a key striker for us, especially as it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do much in the way of signings, as finances are very, very tight at the moment. So he's the main guy I wanted to show. You can see obviously the rest of the people, their star ratings, how many appearances they made and everything like that. Just one more person, Alan Lowing. He's actually a Scottish player, which I found interesting. Obviously Scotland is just a bit south. I say a bit, it's south of Iceland. Just intrigued to see who he's played for. He's played for Rangers. Well, I say played. Did he actually get 2 games there? No. He played for Rangers, went on loan to a few other Scottish teams, and then moved to Iceland, where he's been since 2011, and he's been with us for 2 seasons now. So we aren't just an Icelandic team. We have some Scottish players, some Serbian players. I will just look into the league rules now about squad. So maximum of 4 lone players in match squad. Okay. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay. Facilities. Okay. Not the best. Our stadium is owned by the council. It's 1,449 capacity. And we have adequate corporate training and youth facilities, average junior coaching, and well-established youth recruitment. So, not really expecting to get many star players through the youth system just yet. We'll have to develop that. Expectations for the season, the board expectations anyway. To avoid relegation from the Icelandic Premier Division, they obviously believe that last season was a fluke in us finishing 4th, which is to be expected really, considering we were newly promoted and somehow managed to get into Europe. Icelandic Cup are expected to reach the quarterfinal, and they don't regard the Icelandic Upper League Cup as important. In terms of the media prediction for the league, they expect us to finish 9th, and I believe it's a 12-team league, so that would be meeting our expectation of avoiding relegation. I'll just show you quickly the finances. So our overall balance is 152,262. We've made a profit this month so far of 1,277. This season so far we've made a profit of 172,130. That appears to be because we don't have any expenditure. I'm sure that'll change once wages and all that come into account. Transfer budget is 23,605. Wage budget is 3,652, which we're spending most of already. Current wage total 3,628. Wage budget is 3,652. So we might have to have a look. We'll see what we can do. We might be able to get some money in through transfers, anything like that. Although that's just an Icelandic team that's interested in him. But yeah, this should be a very interesting save. Just want to have a look at their contract information quickly. See what sort of wages they're on. That's not bad. I think there's going to be lots of changes made to this. We're having a look at the staff as well. Like to bring in some good staff, hopefully for cheap money, and look at loans and free transfers, because I don't think we've got any people on loan, and we can get loans in. Obviously, as you can see, a lot of our players are Icelandic. There's the nationalities. We've got 2 Danish, majority Icelandic, 1 Scottish, and 2 Serbian players. But that is it for the introduction episode. I will be back with, I don't know if I should do the Upper League Group C. Yeah, probably will. I'll be back with our first game, which will be against this team. What are they called? IA. They love the acronyms in Iceland. I don't even know how to say that. Flag Akranes. So it's a team that's not based in Reykjavik for once. There's lots of them that are based in Reykjavik. So we're playing them in the Upper League Cup Group C. I'll just show you how we're getting on in that. Obviously, we haven't played any games yet. It's 8 teams in the league. We're 4th. I don't know how many games they play. 7 games. Oh, so we can't actually qualify. Yeah, so we can't actually qualify for that. Okay. I'll still bring it. I'll just do it as if it was a friendly or something. But that is it for this episode. I hope you're interested in the series. I hope I've introduced it well. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you get all my content when it comes out. I'm really looking forward to this. This should be an extremely interesting long-term save on Football Manager 2016. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.